Hello everybody, happy holidays and welcome to an MSP Airport update here. Yes, it's being uploaded on Christmas Day. Stay tuned for a massive unboxing. I'm going to start with the bad news here. I'm just going to get it over with. So this is some news. I will be canceling the PSL project. I just wasn't really enjoying it. It doesn't really go with the rest of my channel, and I guess I kind of realized that the storyline updates are not really my thing, and yeah, it's not the most successful series on YouTube, is it? Because Red River Aviation's one just ended in Skippy Town, which I very much miss. JJ Skippy Town, but I mean, I'm sorry that it has to end. I just really wasn't enjoying it, and I'd rather do something else with my time. So that will be canceled, and in its place, I also just feel like the airport wasn't realistic. I mean, you can't grow realistically, I suppose. It's just not really possible. So that's why that is being canceled. But St. Martin is completed at the time of recording. You've already seen the time lapse of making the airport, maybe. That is already out, so St. Martin is made, and that will come soon. Another thing that's happening in 4 days, I will be going to Florida, so, you know, trip reports and take off landing footage and maybe stuff in Florida. I'm flying into St. Petersburg on Sun Country, and then Spirit to Atlanta, and then Spirit onto MSP from Atlanta, having a connection in Atlanta, but yeah. And that'll be from Tampa, TPA. So, I've never been to St. Petersburg, PIE before, so that'll be a new airport for me, so that's pretty cool. We'll be in the airport update over here. I'll start with the CRJ 700 over there. This is getting de-iced. This one came in from around there, Wisconsin. This one is currently on the turn back out there. They'll have to be de-iced here before it heads out. Then right down here, we have the Delta Connection CRJ 200. This one just pulled into its gate after arriving in from Wausau, Wisconsin. And it was originally supposed to head out to Sioux Falls, but that flight got canceled, which is kind of a theme here with the winter weather. It's really bad lately, so we're having a lot of delays. In Florida, like it says the average delay time is like 50 minutes at least, so not a great time to be flying out of MSP right now because of the snow, the crappy weather. So that's going to be a theme here in this update. We're going to see a lot of delays. I mean, I'm not even going to say I'm not going to say like the delays for every aircraft, because you can just assume that they're all delayed. So that's kind of the dealio here. Everyone's getting de-iced. I guess the de-icers are going to get a good bonus this Christmas, so that's good for them. And I mean, I thank them for their work keeping all these planes in good operating conditions. So yeah, that's the beginning here, but we have plenty more aircraft to get to. Here we have the Shapeways Custom Delta Connection CRJ 900 operated by Endeavor. This one came in from Green Bay, Wisconsin. We'll be heading out to La Crosse, Wisconsin. Oh, and by the way, the time frame for this airport update is 8:05 a.m. on Friday, December 23rd. Two more CRJ 900s to get to here, beginning with the Shapeways Custom right there. The other one, offered by SkyWest, came in from Washington Dulles, and you'll be heading out to Madison-Dane County Regional Airport. And then next to that one, we have this Delta Connection CRJ 900, the Gemini Jet version. This one also operated by SkyWest, and this one arrived in from Madison-Dane County, and this will be heading out. Well, it looks like its flight out got canceled, but the later flights to the same destination for this aircraft will also be heading out to Fargo. So the first Fargo flight got canceled, but the second one did go through. So that's where this one is going. And then next up, it is the Delta A319, which came in on a service from Charlotte Douglas, and it will be heading out to Vancouver. And now we'll move into the econ course, beginning with the Spirit A320, which came in last night from Atlanta. And the return flight back out to Atlanta has been canceled. Didn't expect nothing less. Then we have the United Eco Sky 737-900. which is on the turn from Chicago O'Hare. And here we have simultaneous pushbacks right here for the United A319 and the Air Canada Express 02900. We begin with the A319 here, filling in from A320 for United Airlines. This one came in last night from Houston Intercontinental. Really pushing back, we'll be heading out to the de-icing stand to get de-iced before it heads back out there. Here's the Air Canada Express 02900, which came in from Montreal, and it's getting pushed back. Also going to head out to be de-iced, and then we'll continue on to Toronto. And then right here we have the Delta 737-900. This is the FCON course now. We'll have a lot of Deltas coming up here. This one came in from Portland PDX, and I'll be heading out to RSW Fort Myers. And right here we have the Delta A220-100. This is one of my new models from Gemini Jets. This one is currently taxiing out. This one has just been sitting here at MSP. Arrived in from LaGuardia 2 days ago, so I'm not sure what this one has been doing here, but has not didn't fly at all on the 22nd. But now is taxiing out for the runway. Will be taking off for Houston IH. And here we have a lineup of Delta aircraft at the end of the FCON course. All turns too, which is kind of funny, which is not really something you'd expect since this is a hub airport for Delta. They don't do a whole lot of turns here, but all these are, beginning with the Delta 767, this one would make sense to be a turn. This one came in from Honolulu, and they'll be on the turn back out there, so really cool. They are really cool to have that route on the 767, so I can use this model to represent it. This is one of my relatively newer ones. This Delta 767. I will not be getting the new Gemini just released with the winglets, because I already have this one. Even though I don't think they have any more without winglets, it still serves its purpose very well. Behind that one we have this Delta A220-300, which came in from DFW, or River Aviation's Airport, and this one also on the turn, as I said, heading back out there. And then finally, away in the back there, we have the 737-900. This is the Gemini Jet version. I did post a video comparing this one with the NG Models version, if you would like to check that out. They're both very great models and quickly obsolescing, so I would say if you want to get your hands on one of them, you should do so relatively quickly if you can. And they're two really great models, two great pieces here to have at MSP. This one came in from Seattle, Tacoma, and we'll be heading back out to SeaTac. Next up here we have this Delta A321, which just landed. This one just landed in from Detroit and is currently taxiing in. And then we have the Delta A350 in the Spirit Titles with the flaps down configuration by Gemini Jets here. A gorgeous model here, one of my newer pickups. Absolutely key here for MSP is that we've recently received A350 service back. So this one came in from Phoenix, actually. Phoenix Sky Harbor, or River Aviation's Airport. Very interesting here, did not expect to see Phoenix, but you know what? It's here. It's here. I don't know why this is coming in from Phoenix, but it will continue on to Seoul. So I'm guessing it's just maybe repo, or yeah, I'm not sure why this is here. Very interesting. Would not expect to see Delta A350 on that route, but I mean, I'm here all for it. I love the oddballs. And this one is definitely an oddball, so glad to see this one here. And of course, love using the A350 model, so this will be sitting here for a few hours, and then I'll be heading out to Seoul Incheon. Alright, finally here for Terminal 1, we have another pair of Delta aircraft at the very end of the GCON course, beginning with the Delta 757-200 here. And we don't stop with the oddballs yet. This one came in from Anchorage, Alaska. Normally that's on a 737-900, but today it's on a 757. So really cool to see. They're awesome to have Anchorage as a route in the first place, but to have it on a 757 is even better. It's probably just a one-time thing, but you know, you'll have to see it. We'll be heading out to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson, or Citrus Aviation's Airport. Behind that one we have the Thank You Livery 21 here for Delta, which came in from Baltimore BWI. We'll be heading out to Fort Myers, which is another airport that I do. And now to the southwest gates in Terminal 2, beginning with the 737-700 there. This one came in from Denver, and it will be heading out, or sorry, no, not Denver. My apologies. This one came in from, where's this one coming from? Phoenix. This one came in from Phoenix. We'll be heading out to Chicago Midway. The MAX 8 here on the right. This one came in from Denver. And this one will be heading out to St. Louis, so really cool there. All right, now moving to the Sun Country Trio, beginning on the far left there, we have the 737-700 here. This is the old livery. They, of course, as I've explained many times, they don't have this anymore. They don't have this aircraft and this livery. They have one more 737-700, and it's in the aerial text font livery, which this aircraft was in, actually, the 737-800 in the aerial text font livery. This one came in from Palm Springs, and it will be heading out to Orlando. In the middle here, we have the Transavia hybrid livery, 737-800. This one is flying for the TUI hybrid livery, as that is one of the new things that Sun Country has now. And this one came in from San Francisco, and it will be heading out to Denver. And then finally here, far right side, we have the 737-800 with no winglets, which they have one more of these left, and coincidentally, that is the aircraft that this one is, or it's not focusing, sorry about that. I don't know why it's not focusing. Man. All right, we'll just move the camera over. It shows that it wasn't focusing on the aircraft, but I guess maybe the lighting doesn't work very well on it. I guess, yeah. My apologies about this, guys. That's as good as it's going to get there, but you can see the aircraft. This one came in from Nashville. We'll be heading out to Denver. And here is our lone UPS aircraft, our lone cargo aircraft in this update. It is the UPS 767-300, which is on the turn from Chicago Rockford. Finally here, rotating off the runway, we have the Sun Country 737-800 in the Thai pilot livery. This is the Panda Models, the Waffle Collectibles exclusive. And this one is currently taking off for Sarasota, actually the flight that my friend flew on. So this is his flight taking off right here. And just looking absolutely gorgeous here. It was a regular 800 with the blended winglets. But really cool there. I'm glad to incorporate this one in the airport update. So yeah, that'll conclude this airport update. We'll pan the camera back over here to the Delta lineup. For some reason the lighting gets weird when I don't know why the lighting's so weird right now, but the iPad doesn't always like the mood lighting that we have here. So it is supposed to be like a sunset, because that's kind of the time frame that this took place at, so that's what it's supposed to look like. But yeah, that'll do it for this airport update. Thank you all for checking it out once again. More updates and stuff from the trip coming soon, so stay tuned, and of course the massive unboxing from the Christmas stuff. So yeah, that'll conclude this update. Thank you all for checking out this video. I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.